My name is Joan Crawford, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you tonight by Good Seasons, the salad dressing mixes that let you create your own dressing. Different dressings with flavor and freshness you can't buy ready-made. Live from New York, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
Thank you very much. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of I've Got a Secret. I would like you to meet the members of our panel, who fortunately are Bill Cullen and Betsy Palmer.
Good evening.
And Happy Henry Morgan.
Yeah, well.
And Bess Meyerson, and that's the group. Time for us to meet our special guest for tonight, one of the truly great ladies of the motion picture industry. In June, she will start filming her next motion picture called Straight Jacket for Columbia Pictures. She is also currently serving as chairman of the Stars for Mental Health. Here is Miss Joan Crawford.
You don't have to do it, I'll do it.
It would appear you have friends. I kind of have the feeling you are liked. Now, panel, Miss Crawford has a delightful secret for you to work on, so if you whisper it to me, Joan, we'll show it at the same time to our audience at home, and here we go. Now, that's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Well, I'm not quite so sure.
Oh? Well, why not? Why are you not sure? Oh, swell. See what you mean. Panel, the truth concerns something that is going to happen, and let's start the questioning with Henry Morgan, please.
Miss Crawford, is what's going to happen have anything to do with the $6 million worth of jewelry you're wearing?
No.
Listen, you must have one other secret that probably isn't even brought into it. How do you look so magnificent?
Because she is magnificent.
Oh, that
Can't hide magnificence, you know. $20 down and $60 to go, and we go please to Beth.
I'd like to add my compliment to Henry's, too, Joan. You look beautiful tonight.
Thanks,
Joan, this secret that's going to happen, does it involve any of us?
Yes, it does, Bess.
Oh, a female panelist rather than a male?
Yes, ma'am.
Betsy?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it...
$40 down and $40 to go, and we go to Bill Cullen.
No.
Joan, in front of Betsy, there is a pair. Are a pair? There are a pair.
There is
There is two earphones. And they've never been here before, and we can't help seeing them. Are they going to have anything to do with what's going to happen to Betsy?
For a moment, yes.
You might hold them up so the audience can see them, too, Betsy, so they'll know what you're talking about. We'll explain what they're about a little later on.
That's the improved Arthur Godfrey model.
$60 down, $20 to go, and Betsy?
It's going to happen to me tonight?
It's going to happen to you, dear.
Is it because you and I are old friends?
That's right.
And you only do this to me because I am your friend?
And because I love you.
Because you love me?
Yes, dear.
I love you more?
Panel, you settled back. We are in for a very rare treat, my friends, and I think a television first, because as far as I know, Joan Crawford has never done a dramatic scene on television. And her secret is that she will tonight, right here on this stage, and her co-star will be Betsy Palmer.
Oh,
Now, Betsy, I know this comes as something as a shock to you, but don't worry. We have picked a scene with which you should be very, very familiar, right?
I would think so.
It's the scene that you did together. What was the name of the movie?
That's right. The big scene we had together in Queen Bee just before she committed suicide.
Oh, you're
It was
kidding.
8 years ago, and I hope Betsy remembers the line.
I don't remember.
Sure she... You couldn't forget a scene opposite Joan Crawford. Now, if we can have the curtains open, we have a television set on which we will show everyone the original scene. And, Betsy, just to prove my point, I would like you to put on those special earphones in front of you They will make it impossible for you to hear any of the dialogue. You're just going to hear a kind of a roaring noise in your ear. Will you put them on and signal me when you can't hear? You can't hear anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Is this what you did to Jackie Leonard?
Kind of the same thing.
She looks like a football
I
player.
can't
Frank, will you roll the film, please? Here we go.
What am I supposed to do?
I'll tell you.
Carol, I'm interested in you. After all, I am fond of you and want you to be happy. And even though it hurts me terribly, I think we should talk about you and Judd. What about us? Oh, Carol, you're so good. It's hard for you to imagine that others aren't, well, as nice as you are. I'd like to prepare you, that's all, for anything you might hear about Judd.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about men. I know men and I know Judd.
You know your man.
Any man's my man if I want it that way.
Not Judd.
Judd's like other men. No better, no worse.
Are you trying to tell me Judd's been carrying on some cheap affair I don't know about? Is that it?
Ask him.
You think I'll go running to him with something as stupid as this? Think I'll let you spoil things for us at the last minute?
Ask him.
No, I won't ask him. I won't go to him with your lies.
I wouldn't lie to you about something as important as this.
Well, then, if it's true, tell me who it is.
Who do you think?
All right, will you signal, Henry, will you signal to Betsy to take off the earphones, please? Now then, Betsy, will you come over here and join us at the desk, please? Just come over here and sit next to your acting partner here. Well, we'll find out.
You were the talker in that one last year.
Well, now, we're going to show this film once more, and this time there will be no sound, and Joan will repeat her line. Well, no, actually, there was a goof up here in the studio. You could not hear the sound in the studio, but I understand it was heard at home. It did go out over the air.
Nobody can hear it here?
No.
Isn't that
you could
lovely?
save yourself all the trouble. But now, here's the thing, is that Joan is going to repeat her lines, and she's going to try to lip sync it with the film. And, Betsy, you do the same, just to prove to us that you remember every word. Okay, Frank?
I don't.
I'll tap you when your time comes to talk. Okay, Frank, roll the film, please.
Carol, I'm interested in you, and after all, I am fond of you and want you to be happy. And even though it hurts me terribly, I think we should talk about you and Judd.
What about us?
Good deal. Oh, Carol, you're so good. It's hard for you to imagine that others aren't, well, as nice as you are. I'd like to prepare you, that's all, for anything you might hear about Judd.
What are you talking about?
Good girl! I'm talking about men, and I know Judd.
You're saying something now.
You're saying.
Well, let's see.
Any man's my man if I want it that way.
Oh, is that what I'm saying to you, Joe?
No, that's what I said to you.
Oh, isn't this too much? Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Obviously, you don't
like
know.
other men. No better, no worse.
Oh, no, you can't say that about Judd. Judd's a very fine man. Steve, how can I tell what I'm saying when my back is to the camera all the time?
I wouldn't
can't
lie to
remember
you
what-
about anything like this.
That helps, Norman. A lot. Oh. I can't begin to even think of what those words
Who
might
do you
be.
think?
Who do you think is going to lie? a mind like a steel trap you have. Thank you, Betsy. You want to get back to your little place?
That was 8 years ago.
And
would you like to strip?
Here's your dollar.
I think I'd better. I should say. I'm glad you remembered yours, Joni.
I didn't. I had cards.
And, Joan, we will see you again later on in the program, right? Thank you so much. Joan Crawford. We'll see you soon.